Y'all doing tonight? Put the kitties to bed. This is Brother Greg. Tells it all. Not Minister Greg, Brother Greg. Tonight, I'm letting it all out the bag. I'm breaking codes, rules, secrets. Okay, maybe not secrets, but I'm be saying some stuff based upon my life. Okay. Let me tell you something I did tonight. I texted Z. I'm close to a family. A lot of families, but this one family in particular. And I texted one of the members. And I texted them, how you doing? Because they had a major event. I said, how you doing? They said, they're fine. And I said, well, you know, if you ever want to get away, you could just come on over, hang out. And the person said, I'm good. Now, me being 54 years of age, I know that, first of all, I'm good means, no, I'm all right. No, I don't need all that. It's not a good thing. It's not, it's not like, okay, sure. I don't know. That's kind of weird. But the hesitation pause, I'm good, means it came out of nowhere to that person. That person, I just want to issue not so much an apology, but I don't want that to be taken the wrong way. That was not meant maliciously. It wasn't some creepy old man trying to get you over here. It was just, you are a part of a family that I'm very close to. And other members of the family have came over when I was living somewhere else and hung out and had a good time and brought friends, and we just busted it up. So I was offering you the same courtesy. That's all it was. Okay. Now that I got that out the way. See, I'm not the creepy old guy. I know I look old and everything, but I'm not really a creepy old guy because I've seen it all, done it all, seen it twice, read the book, watched the movie twice, So, I'm not trying to be creepy. And it reminds me of a time that a friend of mine said the same thing to my daughter, but in a different vein. If you want to go out to the movies sometime, we can do that. That's creepy. That's creepy. Because he's asking one of my daughters, do they want to go out to the movies? Not, you're always welcome at my home. If you want to come relax and chill out or play games or whatever, you're always welcome somewhere. It's different than, hey, let's go to the movies. That's not, that's nothing near what I said. I just said you're always welcome to come over. Because my house, at one point when I was over there, was the we had games, we laughed, we had a good time. It's a place you just want to come and relax. Because I'm 54, so not really looking for anything. If I meet somebody, cool. But I'm not pushing the issue like I used to do when I was younger. Hey, come on over. We'll just relax and have fun. Yeah, we'll just, we'll watch a movie and chill. What it meant when I was younger was, I'm going to get to you before that movie over. 9 times out of 10, I would. Wouldn't be a problem. But when you get older, like me, not everybody, because some guys out here are the coolest things, and they 72, they so cool, they can just snap their finger and women come, hey. But sometimes you learn your lane. I know my lane. That guy that used to get dressed up, put a cap on and have his sneaks on and his pants and everything, and could walk down the street and girls be like, hey, who that? Or just sit in the corner of a bar or sit somewhere by himself and everybody like, oh, who that? How you doing? How you doing? Way gone. way going. I know what my mind say now. My mind say he ain't went nowhere. You can get dressed. You can look good. You can still pull him. But honestly, I know I can't. So then you have two choices. You can either accept what you're dealt, or you can do what I've seen a million people do. Put the black stuff in your beard, your hair. You looking 25 and you 70. Well, 70, hey, baby, how you doing? Oh, come on, get some of this loving. Okay, Daddy, okay. Okay, Daddy, okay. Listen. If you flash the cash, they'll come. If you look the part, they'll come. But eventually, your real life is going to catch up with you. You're going to get older. You may not look older. You might have the diet and all this and everything. But your body's going to get older. You cannot function the way you want to function. At least the way you want the young girl to function. Or the young girl wants you to function. What's going to happen is, she ain't going to tell you, because you daddy now, you know. I love you, but I just need some, you know what I mean, something else. So I'm going to dip out. Not every female, but some people's going to dip out, and you still the love of their life, and they wish you, and they love you, but they know they just give you a little bit, and you're happy. Hey, yay, I got something, yay. All right, now I'm going to go get torn up by this young guy, and I'm living life. I'm just here, you know, for you, because they just fell in love with you and everything like that. Not all the time. Some of them be like, psh, you know. But then sometimes females get too into themselves. They are just too good. You know, everybody wants to talk to you. Everybody has an underlying message. Everybody trying to get in your pants. No, not really. Some people just want to answer. Some people just want your opinion. Some people just want you to check something out. That's it. I went into Walgreens one day when I first started the comedy thing. And I was like, hey, because I used to do that, be like, hey, I'm a comedian, check me out. Hey, I'm a comedian. And the regular generalization of the public is, okay, I'm going to listen to you. You funny as hell. But instead of saying, yo, I'm going to check you out, sometimes they'll say it, but you know, they're not going to check you out. They're going to go home, yo, there's this funny old guy on the bus. Damn, you funny. That's it. They moving on. You put yourself out there to try to get people to watch you. That's not how they do it. So I went to Walgreens, and I said, hey, I'm up and coming comic. Check me out on Facebook. The girl turned around and said, oh, okay, but I don't do Facebook. Okay. Some younger kids don't. But I can put it like this. If she'd have seen me on TV after she did that, she swears she know me. Oh my God, he came in and he talked to me, and oh man, I know him. I'm waiting for him to come back around. Oh my God. But you're not on TV, you're not known. You know, you're trying to get known, but it's a hard game. Just like I told somebody, they told something funny. I said, you know what? You should write for me. Oh no, I don't do that. Again, if she see me on a show or on a special or somewhere, oh my God, I can't find him. Where he at? I'll write for him. Again, you're not known. Nobody wants to take a chance. Most people just see an old guy coming, trying to, in their mind, hit on him or talk to him. No, sometimes people are just honest. Every guy is not an underlying, sneaky, rotten, underhanded, trying to get in your pants type of guy. I told you I'm breaking some codes. But that's my whole problem. I've been honest all my life. I've told lies. I've hurt people. You know, I've gotten hurt. You know, I've been used, scammed, blackmailed. I done been through the ringer, so I know everything. So that's why sometimes I come on here and I'm like, I call myself a bitter old man. I'm not really bitter. I'm the funniest guy, the funniest guy, the most careless guy you know, but I just don't I don't need it no more. You know what I mean? Like when you're younger, you want it. You want that woman on your arm. You want that person to lay next to. You want that, you know, you gotta have. You see the hot girl, you want to pull her. You talk to this one, then you get greedy with it and talk to this one while the other one's over there and the other one's over there, and you're talking to that when you dip down this part of the city and this part of the state, and you're going, you know, you're doing all that when you're younger. But then when you get older, you be to settle down maybe about 30, 40. It depends on you settle down with the right one, and boom, you're good. I had the right one, but she passed on, and even that wasn't because I wasn't officially ready. Why am I telling y'all this? Oh, what's the name of this? Gregory Tells All? Brother Greg Tells All? There you go. So I wasn't officially ready. She wasn't ready, and then she passed. So that was that. That was the one person that I said I would marry. So now we meet other people, and see with me, this is gonna be a long one, so you might want to just go to bed, and if anybody watching, you might want to go to bed and wait for the replay, because I feel like letting it all out. Breaking rules. Brother Greg tells it all. Anyway, so I've had past relationships and everything, and they worked out fine, and then they just wasn't there no more. But what I realized from the relationship is sometimes you're not what people are looking for. You're interesting at certain times. You see what I'm saying? A female is interested in a certain part of you. Like the DJ part back in the day, they interested in that. But are they interested in Greg? No. Because Greg is not, I'm not the DJ that you see or used to see in a bar. In a bar, I put on DJ mode. I'm playing music, dancing, having a good time, flirting, whatever, doing whatever. When I'm home, it's a whole different ballgame. I still do my music, but I'm not as lively as I was in the bar. So then, when now you're talking to me and we chilling, and you decide to come over, oh, I know we're going to be doing this and doing that and doing this, and it might be on a day when I'm just, you know, what's up, what's going on. You walk through the door, you're like, so what you going to do? You going to make some music? You going to show me how to, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just, you know, chilling today. You know, now most females be like, chilling. They should be like chilling. I ain't come here to chill. You lively. You this, you that at the bar. Now you just nothing. I can't, no, I ain't, you know, no, they won't say nothing. They're just like, oh, okay. And they'll do whatever you want to do and chill and everything. I'm not talking about sex, but they'll just sit there and whatever. Then they'll go home and be like, I ain't mess with that guy. He bored as hell. Bored as hell. I thought he was something because he was DJ. This nigga ain't nothing. He don't do nothing. It's just nothing. It's, hey, ain't nothing exciting about him. You know, they think you don't know. You know, some people are more blunt with it. You tell them, people call you and they say, hey, how you doing? How you doing? How's it going? Most people, oh, it's all right, it's cool, making it, you know, all right. Me, sometimes I'm just too honest. Well, you know, cat died, frog threw up, chicken caught it, you know, fell apart, the fellas fell out, I don't know. I choked off a chicken bone yesterday. My life is just in shambles. I don't know. And all you hear is, okay, I'll talk to you later. And they never call back. But vice versa, when they call you, oh man, you know what's going on? What? This is happening, that's happening, this happening. Well, maybe you should da-da-da-da-da. Well, you know, you can da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, oh, thanks, you really helped out. Okay, good. Sometimes you gotta listen, but some people don't call to listen. Some people call just to, let me shake my hand. Let me get this off my system. And I know you're a good listener, so I'm going to just barrage you with this. And then I'm going to hang up and don't bother with you no more because I just need to vent. But I'm sometimes in between and I'm going to say what you want to hear so you can keep listening to me. You know, They'll call you. They'll tell you this. Well, why don't you come over and talk about it? You know what? I just might do that because I really need to talk. I really need to talk. So you're hanging the phone. I ain't going over there. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Whatever. Moving on. Meanwhile, you're sitting over there like, well, I guess they'll call me and see if I'm coming over. I guess it would. Well, 2 weeks later, I'm still waiting. I guess they might call today. I don't know. They didn't call. When they call, when they gonna call? I don't know. They're calling them. Dad, did they call yet? No, they ain't called yet. They said they were coming. I don't know. You get tired of that. You be like, all right, never mind. So then you get, as I call, bitter. You get on the phone and you start learning people in general. They have a way about them. People have a way about them, and once you learn that way, you be much better off. I can tell from a phone call whether you're just venting to me, you're talking, or you mean what you say, or do you care at all. You see what I'm saying? Because some people will call you and attempt to have a conversation to lead up to the reason why I called is I want, can you, and instead of just saying, hey, man, how you doing? I know I ain't talked to you in several months, but I know you're a DJ. Can you DJ for me? Can you come by and fix this? Can you look at that? Can you do this? Can you do, nope. They do a whole conversation. How your day been? How you doing? How the kids doing? Yeah, you start telling them until they get bored with it. Like, I don't want to hear this. I just want him to come and fix my TV. I don't want to hear this. Oh, okay, all right, but I was just wondering, but can you come by and fix the TV? Just can you come by? And then you start to learn that that's what the whole conversation, because they'll do it every time. And you'll fall for the conversation like, oh yeah, we can hook up and get together and we can hang out and play this, do that, and do this. And then you be, yeah, all right. Then it never happens. The next time they call, we can do this and do it. Yeah, I need you. Yeah. And it never happens. Until finally you learn that they're only calling for the initial what they want. But they don't want to be rude about it. Say, hey, Greg, I just called you because you know how to do. Or I need you to do. Or can you give me some information about do? They got to make it seem like, I'm calling you saying, girls, guys, this is what we do. I don't do that to people. If I call you and I need something, I'm like, hey, how's it going? Sometimes if I call you for something, I'm just going to call you for that. I mean, I get cussed out later. What? No hi, no good morning? Oh, I'm sorry. How you doing? But I'd rather be honest than, hey, how's it going? How's the family life? How's this? How's that? Well, I'd like to go out sometimes. Oh, yeah, that's nice. But can I borrow $50? Instead of just, hey, how you doing? Can I borrow $50? Well, damn, you ain't even said hi. I'd rather get that than to go on with this long story that I'm doing all these lies about. I'm not trying to do nothing else, just get $50. But I don't know how to just ask, so I got to, how you doing? Yeah, we can hang out anytime. All right. Hey, blah, yeah, all right. Hey, all right, Bobby. Hey, wow. Hey. Can I get $50? After you done agreed to everything, they were like, all right, yeah, come get it. Cool. And then I have to mention, because I don't know who's watching, but some people feel like they might be slighted. So then you have true friends, or who you call true friends, that when you get down and out in emergency situations, you can go to this one. You can go to that one. But see, sometimes we get caught up and want a return. Like me, I had a guy come up. Now, I knew him where I worked. He was one of the students. He showed up. At first, I was wondering how the hell he knew where I lived, but I forgot. Me, I had parties all the time. People was coming up, hey, come on, let's go. Let's have fun. I was Mr. Fun. And my job, I was a teacher's helper. I was the electronic guy, but I was Mr. Fun. Come on over, have a good time. So I know there were students in there that nobody bothered with or whatever. So that's me. I'm reaching out, hey, come on over, man, to the party. This guy came to one. Several months later, I'm home. I hear the doorbell ring. I open the door and it's him. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Now, I know him from where I work. One of the students, like, all right. I mean, it wasn't a thing where we wasn't supposed to fraternize with the student. All me and my students, we all got along, and the people I knew, we got along, still get along this day, some of them. But I told y'all to be alone and go to bed and catch it tomorrow, the replay. So he showed up at the door. I said, hey, what's going on? How you been? What's up? And my eyes is doing that kind of eye thing, like, hey, what's going on? How you been? You know. So, because my mind is like, why is he here? Why is he here? Why is he here? So, my thing is, he finally said, hey, how you doing? I'm having some problems. Can I get $50? Now, back then, I'm still like that. You know, you catch me right there, you can get what you want. It's just that I'm wiser now, and I'm not so free with it, and I will get mad if it's misused or whatever. But back then, it was like, oh, all right, okay. But I already knew it wasn't coming back. See, that's one thing I learned from my dad. Like, he said he never chased nobody down for money. He ain't going to chase nobody down for money. Because there's an old saying, I guess they need it more than me. But he said he wouldn't say nothing. He wouldn't get out of line. He ain't going to chase you down, where my money, what. He would never do it again. He would just be like, oh, you need $20? Okay. And if you don't pay it back, he'd just be like, I don't have it. 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 So that's one thing I picked up. Like, you got to know when people bringing stuff back. When somebody is one of the people that's going to give it back. He was not a person that was going to give it back. He was not that. He just wasn't that person. I could look at him and tell that it wasn't coming back. So I just chalked it up. Here you go. All right, cool. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. All right, thank you. I see them years later. Hey, how you doing? Never said nothing. Didn't expect nothing because I already knew that was a given thing. It was just, he needed help, give it to him. And that's just me. Now, moving along before y'all fall asleep on me. But I told you it's going to be long. I try to tell you. I'm telling it all. So, you know, I had friends along the way, and I had to learn a lot. And I hope some of y'all learn the same things. See, most people look at me and be like, well, I wouldn't be that way. That ain't me. You know, I got this woman on my side. I get women like that. I'm just, you just not, you know, you just not. I'm me. Because everybody got a reason why you do what you do. Because that's the public opinion. Let me tell you about the public opinion. Now, this is Brother Greg. I'm going to teach you some words right now. We label people quick. And I'm not talking about, well, I could use that as an example. We, as a public, label people. Friends, family, people that don't know you. You and your girlfriend go to a party. Y'all get twisted. It's cool. Hey, we had fun last night. Wasn't it fun? Oh, man. Yeah, that was cool. You go out again. You get a little bit twisted. Your girlfriend get twisted again. Hey, you was wild in there. It was something else. I know I went too far. You need to slow it down. I don't know. I mean, you know, hey, everybody do what they do. You go with it again. You slow it down even more. You're like, all right, I'm going to take two and I'll be cool. Poop, poop. Girlfriend twisted again. If you care, you're going to be like, hey, look, you need to slow down. What are you doing? Why are you drinking like that? What you doing? That's a person that cares. Not saying that you don't care, but just us as human beings, we have a habit of when we're with somebody, we allow them to do things, and then sometimes we talk right behind their back. You was with the girl, she got tore up for the third time. You go home, you talk to your man or your husband. Oh, Jezebel got drunk again. She drank again? She drink every time. Let me tell you. She's on the floor, grinding on the floor. She knocked people's drinks over, trying to pull guys off the daggone bar. They were sitting with their wives. She talking about, you don't need her. You just go ahead, come over with me. She was wilding out. Well, did you help her? Yeah, I said, girl, come here. Come here. She told me, hey, look, listen, I'm talking to my man here. I'm talking. I left it alone. That's damn shame. She going crazy. See what I'm saying? But you was right there. But you whole talking. Now you have a public opinion of her. She's a drunk. And that's what the world do. You got a couple of times to do something, and then you're labeled. Boom. She's a drunk. Because every time you see her, she drinking. She drunk. Now, other people in the bar, they only come at the bar. By the time they come to the bar, she drunk. So what about that? Oh, she's a drunk. She come to the bar, she be towed up. Oh my God, I don't know. She just drunk. But then you see her later on in the week. She ain't drinking. She's sober. Like, wow, she a whole different person when she's sober. Wow, I didn't know. She can. Because you labeled her a drunk, because that's all you see. You don't know what else she do. Now, back to public opinion. This is what we do. And I thought about it. This is what we do. We do three things. We see a person, and we say, hey, why don't you, I'll use me, why don't you shave and dye your hair and get some better clothes? And why don't you do all of that? I don't do all that. I'm just being me. Oh, okay. So now, not everybody, I'm just saying, people that don't know me or whatever, you go back, man, I see this guy, man, he look all old. He only like 40 at that time. He only like 40 something. He look like he's 50 something. He's old as hell. He need to dye his hair. I told him to do all this stuff, but he won't do it. He won't do it. He won't do it. Now, that's the first one. Won't. He won't do it. That's a label. He won't. So every time you see him, he won't. He just won't. I'm going to have gray hair. I'm going to have the clothes, the same clothes that you told me I need to upgrade. I'm going to have this. I'm going to have that, because he won't. Now, that circle goes around. Won't. What's the next one? What they telling people? That guy over there, he need to shave and dye his hair, get some up-the-beat clothes. He be all right. He don't do that. That ain't him. He don't. See, you follow me? He won't. Now he don't. That's public opinion. He won't, so now he don't. So that rolls around. Next time, that guy over there, man, you know what? I see some good in him. He just need to clean up. He can't do that. You see? He won't. He don't. He can't. You just labeled that whole person from he won't do it, which is his choice. He don't do it, something he's not going to do ever, which is not true because people change all the time, to he can't do it. It's just not in him to do it at all. As far as you know, it's not in him. I done seen him. He stayed the same way all the time. He ain't black no hair. He ain't got no high-priced clothes. He can't do that. He just can't do it. I guess he don't want to do it. He can't. So it's won't, don't, and can't. But when you do see that person, minus I'm using me, minus the blacking of the hair, he got the nice clothes on. First thing you say is, wow, I didn't know he looked good. I didn't even know he could dress like that. I didn't even know. He don't look bad with his little gray hair self. He don't look bad. But that person knew that. But you as a public opinion, you lead to won't, don't, and can't. I never see him do it, so he can't do it. He can't get his life together. She can't get her life together. Because every time I see her, she doing the same thing. She's staying the same way. She's never going to change. Then the one time they do change, it's a big story. How many people you seen? I used to be in the gutter. I used to be on them drugs. I changed my life. Because you decided to stop doing what you're doing. And you decided to get better. Because word to the wise, and I know people heard it all the time, can't nobody help you but you. People would tell you that all the time. Look, you need to, and you should, and it'd be better if you, why come you didn't, didn't you say, you should have, you had all, and then you, because the person you saying all that to wasn't ready to do that. That's not what they wanted to do with whatever you're talking about. They wasn't ready to do that. Within them, they weren't ready to do it. Some people are slower than others. And see, a lot of people make fun of that because they say, oh, he's slow. There's two kinds of slow. There's mentally slow, and there's just following the Jones is slow. Everybody out here, that's me. Following the Jones is slow. Everybody out here was doing CDs, DVDs, about the last month. I mean, I did it because, but I wasn't selling them. I was just doing it for me because I like electronic stuff. Once I learned how to download movies, I was doing it, but I wasn't trying to sell them. I wasn't trying to be on buses and in front of stores and CDs, DVDs. About the time I started doing that, trying to really make it. Throughout the years, I've done it, and I've hit. I was doing VHSs, and I had a whole school that was getting it from me. Oh, can you get? Yup, I sure can. Can you get? Yup, I sure can. Yup. And then by the time CDs and DVDs came out, I had stopped because the school moved or whatever, and I stopped. I wasn't worried about it. But then I said I want to watch movies without going to movies. So how do they do that? How do they do that? They go to a site, they download it. Okay, good. Now I can download my own movies. So I finally tried to do it, restart it again. But now it's too late because everybody do the same thing I do. You either download your movies or you got the box and they send your movies. So I don't need the DVDs. So I was out there, I made flyers, I put them indoors and stuff, and got no responses because first of all, if people don't know you, nobody trusts you. You can put on there all day. DVDs, I got all the new stuff. Yep. And you're not supposed to assume, but you assume that you're the only one watching all these hot movies that nobody ever heard of. And you can't go around saying, hey, have you heard of that so-and-so movie? They're like, no, I never heard of that. I got it. Want to buy it? Nope. I'll just download it. I'll just download it, or I'll just put it on my box. I can get all the free movies I want. It's over. It was over. CDs, DVDs, it was over. There's still people selling CDs and DVDs, but everybody did like me, start doing their own thing. You know what I mean? I wasn't on that train when everybody was buying and making money. I came after the train and left, and the one person standing there, and he don't want to, he just want to get on the train to go the hell home. And here I come stepping off the train, doing CDs, DVDs, to an empty place. That was me, but that's me. I'm slow to do what I do. The only thing that I ever jumped right on was the evolution of hip-hop. It was rapping, it was DJing. I jumped right in there with DJing. I rapped first, I DJed, I beatboxed, now I can produce, I can, everything that the path goes. That's the only thing I jump on fast. Anything else, Tom, Dick, and Harry that did it 5 months ago. Here I come. I'm just starting. Well, I guess I'll do this and do that, do this and do that. Oh, that's old. Oh, okay, all right. And that's just me. Like, You know, it's just me. Like, I don't know. I'm just slow to stuff. Like, I can stay in a house. My house ain't the greatest, but I can deal with some stuff where other people will come in here and go, how could you live in here? Look at this, and look at that, and look at this, and look at this, and look at that. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I couldn't, I wouldn't, I'd have did, and all I say is 2 words, that's you. That's just not me. I don't do things until I get tired of looking at something. If I get tired of looking at something, I'll do it. Like, I do more now than I used to, but I used to didn't clean like that. Man, listen, when I was younger, you could ask anybody that know me. Listen, my room used to it'd be clean after I clean it. Then the rest of the month, I wouldn't do nothing. I just come in, play the games, throw the mail everywhere. Then one time, my floor was literally covered with papers. Couldn't see nothing. But I'm one of the people that's an organized mess. Like, you don't understand my mess. I understand my mess. You can't go in my room and look for something. And you come in there and like, what the hell? You can't even see the floor. Where is anything? What is going on? It's so messy. What you need? Oh, I need a cord for my DJ setup. You know, the one that goes in the back. Hold on. Boop, 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 boop. Let me look at this pile of papers right here. Right up under this pile of papers. Yep, there it is. Right there. Boop, back. There it is. That's my organized mess. I know what's in my room. I know how my room is organized. It's just that I got lazy and started throwing mail everywhere, papers and stuff and everything. But I know where, as long as nobody don't come in and clean up, I know under this pile, it was a shirt, 2 shoes, and a CD that I was supposed to put back. Shirt, 2 CD, okay, got the CD, keep it moving, and won't even bother with the paper. But now, when I get tired of stuff, when I wake up that morning and I look around that room, I'm like, damn, this room is just, oh my God, hold on, and I'm going. As my father used to say, I'm in cleaning mode. Nobody ever seen me in my cleaning mode. But I used to do the whole house. Get up in the morning, kitchen, dining room, living room, bathroom, this one, that one. My father just walked by and go, oh, you're in that mood, huh? I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? He knew, you know. I got tired of looking at it, so I got to get it done. But that's just me. I don't rush to do anything. I just don't because to me, that's fake. If that's not me, I'm not going to do it. I'm not a handyman per se. But if I get tired of something, then I'm going to try to do something. But I'm going to get tired of it when I get tired of it. And I don't follow a normal schedule because most people, I'll be like, oh my God, you've been here for 30 years. You ain't fixed that yet. No. And I don't mess with nothing I really don't know. I just don't do it. If it's a major thing, major people going to do it. If I don't have major money, I ain't messing with it. And even if I do have major money, I may do it and I may not. Because it depends on what I want to do with my major money. But anyway, so remember that. I know you probably caught yourself doing it. Don't. He won't. He can't. She don't. She won't. She can't. Instead of doing that, what can I do to help you understand that you need to whatever? You need to whatever. Try that. But now you also got to know that some people want to be like they are. That's as simple as that. Some people don't want no advice. They don't want no help. They'll play with you for a minute, but you got to realize if you've done all you can, and this person's still doing the same exact thing, no change at all, they want to do that. It's time for you to step back and leave it alone. Because when they're ready, they'll change. You can't make somebody change. You can't holler at them. You can't beat them up. You can't be in their face 24/7. You can't make nobody change who they are. You cannot. Trust me. You can't. I don't. I'm trying to think of something. You can't make me. I don't know. I mean, I do a lot of stuff, but you can't make me stop liking music because you don't like how I become when I become a DJ. You'll never win that battle. Not with my electronics, not with my games. And if I do stop something, it's because I want to. And speaking of that, I told you it's going to be a long one. A lot of women were around talking about, I changed my man. He used to be this and he used to be that. He used to be this and he used to be that. And vice versa. I changed my woman. She used to be this. She used to be that. She used to be this. She used to be that. Let me tell you something. I don't believe that anybody changes because somebody else made them change. What I think it is that the person chooses to stop doing what they're doing or what they used to do. Because me, well, I'm a bad example because I do what I do, but I've never done nothing crazy. But you take a guy who used to, before you met him, used to date women just like that. Hey, how's it going? I don't like you that much. How's it going? Hey. Just pulling all these women and just disregard them and everything. And here you come along. I'm going to change him. You ain't going to change him. Unless he want to change. Unless he want to stop. If he don't want to stop, it's going to be like, okay. But then all of a sudden it's an argument, it's this, it's that, and he's staying out late, and he's doing this, and he's doing that, and he's doing this, and he's doing that. Because he don't want to change. When a man wants to change, he's going to pick the right time to change. When anybody want to change, they're going to pick the right time to change. Now, y'all remember last time I went on the video and I showed you my new little couch. And I said I'm going to get a lamp. Some people are coming here and say, where the woman at? You got a new woman, don't you? You got a new lady. No. I got aunts. I got friends. But I've been around enough females to know what I want. All you got to do is look at a corner and say, okay, the couch can go that way. I think that's the good way. And it'll fit. Now you got a space behind the couch. We'll go behind that space. Oh, a nice lamp. There's my lamp. See? It's just that simple. See the space? Fill the space. Lamp. Then I said, okay, I have a TV, a small TV, sitting on a box. I don't think it needs to sit on a box. I think it needs a table. And y'all better not laugh at my little baby table. You hear me? I don't know if I got it. That's the TV. And there's a little teeny table right under that TV. A little teeny table. Look like a little dwarf just sit there and watch TV all day. It's so small. But it beats the box sitting there holding up that little table. Because I can always get another table to be a little higher to make it look good. Or I can put a bigger TV down there. Just different ways. You know what I mean? Then, I don't know if y'all remember the curtains. I did the curtains. The curtains are done. I decided, I went to the store, and I see the curtain rod, and I see some curtains. I got new curtains up there. But everything is done in my time. Because if it's not in my time, and you try to make me do it in anybody else's time, it ain't going to work for me. Because I don't feel like doing it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be made to do it. You know what I mean? But if you let me take my time, Be it 10 years, 7 years, 6 years, 4 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever. When I'm ready, it'll get done. Now, somebody gave me the couch. That was nice. But that inspired me to get the lamp. That inspired me to need a table for the TV. That inspired me to get my curtains done. That inspired me to take and the curtains in the kitchen that's been up there forever, to take them and wash them and put them back up so it'll be nice and clean. That inspired me to look at the dining room, upstairs room. Now I'm looking at the curtains. I want to get everything done. I need curtains over windows. See what I'm saying? It comes when it comes at my time. If you rush me, it's going to get on my nerves, and I'm not going to think about it no more. I'm just going to be like, I don't care. As long as it ain't falling down on my head, I don't care. I don't care about the curtains. I don't care about that. That's what happens when you rush and try to get me to, I want you to be like me. I want you to do it like normal people do it. No, I got to do it like Gregory do it. I got to do it. All right. So that's what that is. Now, I learned a lot. I learned that work friends sometimes are just that. Work friends. How did I learn that? I used to work at McDonald's. And I had this little friend in there. And we was cool. We would laugh and joke. And she used to come by sometimes and you down that way. And da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Then I got sick. You know, kidney disease and all that. And when you first get sick like that, it feel like the flu. Then you start losing weight. You lose weight real quick. And of course, who else loses weight? People on drugs lose weight. So now, my nose is running all the time. I'm losing weight. I can't drink anything. It tastes like metal. If you got any of these symptoms, give me a call or go to your nurse or doctor and tell them, because you might have kidney disease. So nobody tells you to your face. Nobody tells you to your... And I hate that part. Like, we cool enough to laugh and joke. And I'm going to jump for a second backwards. We cool enough to laugh and joke, but you won't tell me that I smell like a dead person walking. This is the time that I used to come in, lay down, take my clothes off, put them to the side, lay down, get back up. I call myself wash it up, and go to work. Now, you didn't hear me say I washed my clothes at all. You didn't hear me say that. So you think after a week, my clothes going to start to smell. But I'm in routine now. Come in, wash up, go to sleep, get up, put my clothes on, and go. So I probably do smell. You know, at that time I was using weak deodorant, cheap deodorant. So I don't know. I'm just, putting it on there. But I have smelled myself since then. And boy, when them arms is reeking, smell like cut grass. Lord Jesus, made myself want to pass out. But anyway, so I'm standing there and I'm working and I'm talking to people and I'm doing all this and I'm doing all that. And I get called in the office. I'm like, well, what happened? So the manager told me, Greg, do you have a problem? I said, what, you need help? I said, what you mean? Well, they're saying you stink up there. Nobody wants to work with you. I'm like, what? We was all laughing and joking, and they all talking to me and kikiing and ha-haing. And so out of all this kikiing and ha-ha and everything, you won't tell me that, did you wash up this morning? You gotta kick it, man. You got to go in the back and wash up, use a paper towel, do something. You can't mention that. You're just going to laugh and joke with me all day and then tip off to the back and tell the manager. Manager told me that. I was like, what? Yeah, they say you stinking. Don't nobody want to work with you. I could buy you some soap. I'll make a kit for you. And that. Like, what? So I think it hurt me more that nobody told me. But you laughed with me. You joked with me. And you stood next to me and talked and everything. It wasn't like everybody was backing away from me. And I'm like, well, damn, how come nobody's next to me? Or people go, move, oh, let me move. They weren't doing all that. They be like, yeah, Greg, you funny. They was doing all that. But that's the hard part to hurt. But guaranteed after that, it wasn't no more funky donkey. I mean, I've been a couple of times, but like I told people, they be like, you got a little smell. It's hot. This, that, and the other. I get lazy. I get lazy. I will, just, I told you, tell it all. I will just chill in the same clothes. Not chill in the same clothes, but I'll get up, put on the same clothes, go do what I got to do. I'll do that for a week at a time. I don't care. What the hell? But now if I'm going somewhere important, I'll wash up. Or if it's really hot, I'll wash up. Or if I'm going to wash up. But that never happened again. That never happened. That McDonald's thing, that ain't never happened again. I mean, I know I got my laziness. I mean, like I be watching Maury Povich and the guys. My husband used to be this fine man. And now he just let himself go, let his beard grow. He got fat and everything. I don't know what to do with him. Encourage him. Don't tear him down. Encourage him. Say, come on, we're going to go to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym. I just want to be fat. Well, come on, take a walk with me. I don't want to walk. I just want to be fat. Well, I'm going to get in shape. You got to give them something to go on. It's hard to do that when you're by yourself. I can do it because I used to work in the gym. I know all about training and all that stuff, and work on this first, work on that first. But I had my moments. I remember sometimes I would come on here and say, oh, by December, y'all, I'll be like the Incredible Hulk. By December, I'm going to be fat and lazy. Why? COVID hit. And I'll be working out, I'll be doing my little work, but then after a while, without that, come on, you got it. You just be like, all right, okay, I did that. That's enough. I did the whole health thing. I was jogging and running and everything. So it's a struggle. But clothes don't help sometimes. Why you jumping on clothes? I'm going to tell you. There's a large, and then there's a large. What are you talking about? I went to Walmart's and I bought some large shirts. They fit nice. We got a gut, but you don't see it as much, So then I decided to go to Foreman Mills. I said, hey, my daughter took me to Foreman Mills. I'm like, okay, it was 3 shirts for $10. I'm like, all right, large, fine. I got home, something said, let me try these on. I put them on. It looked like I was carrying a 9-month baby. 7.5 months. I was 7.5 months pregnant. Like, what the hell? My other large shirts don't look like that. So then I learned there's a different large. Depends on where you get it from. The other large is supposed to be overflowing and, it don't show off much of your gut. It don't look like you got on your little... And let me talk about the T-shirt. Now, I went to the same thing, Foreman Mills, and I got me a T-shirt. Got me 3 T-shirts. I put one on. When I tell you it looked like I took my son's shirt, and he's 4, tried to put it on, talk about it's a T-shirt. It showed every lump and bump, and I got not a lump and bump, but my stomach is like right there. It was just form-fitting. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I can't wear this. But then I was like, okay, I'll have a shirt over it. But I won't have that Foreman Mills shirt over it because that plus the T-shirt gonna look like I'm Fat Albert or somebody. Hey, how you doing? So I learned that. I thought I had it down pat with the pants. I don't know why I went out and bought a 36 and I'm a 34. But then I got a 35 that's kind of tight. And that's only one size up. So I learned it's got to be like a 34, 30, 34, 32, something like that. But I already knew this stuff because I can dress when I want to. So I learned that. All right, well, let me get on to... Let me get on to my ministry and how it started. And then y'all go ahead on. Whoever watch it, watch it. You can leave a comment. I ain't scared of comments. I ain't scared of thoughts. I ain't scared of criticism. Just watch what you say and how you say it. So anyway, it was funny because y'all know I used to be on Facebook really hard with my comedy. And I had a lot of followers, family and friends and people that didn't know me, a lot of people. But then I fell off. Let me tell you why I fell off. Because as with everything else, I don't know, me, I get tired of stuff. I can do stuff real good. Like my comedy has been with me since, I don't know, I was 18, 19, 17. When I was working with people and I was just asking if I ever did a comedy show, would you come see? Yes, I would be front row. Yes, I'd be right there with bells on. And you just look at them and go, okay, all right, sure. But then as you get older, you're like, yeah, I've heard that enough times. You should go into comedy. You should be a comedian. You funny. And then finally you'd be like, you know what, maybe I should. But there's a lot of stuff you got to learn with that. These people thought you were funny. Not everybody's going to think you're funny. And sometimes for people that's a hurdle until you learn you are who you are. Because you can tell a joke to one person and they'll fall on the ground, laugh themselves to death. You can tell that same joke to somebody else and they'll just look at you like, so what was it? The dog did what to the tree? No, you don't understand. The dog was scratching the tree and it was real funny because the dog said, I got a scratch and the itch and stuff. And then you start trying to explain it and it sounds stupid as hell. But the other person got it automatically. Because when you told it, it was funny. But then you just met that person that was like, what? That's not funny. They'd be like, no. See, what happened was the tree and the man and the thing. And then you start, that would sound crazy. Never mind. That's not even funny. So you never tell a joke again. And that might have been $1 million joke. Might have tore our audience up. But that one person said no, and it went right to your head. So you was like, nope, I ain't doing that. Because one person told me no. But yet you had that person on the floor crying. So you got to realize that everybody ain't going to like your comedy. I just recently came on here and said stuff about slavery. I'm quite sure some people didn't like it. But at the time, I thought it was funny because it was oppressively hot outside. Go down Moses, pick the cotton and everything. Just listen. I was singing it and picking off leaves. Told you, people like, stop picking up my leaves. I'm sorry, master. It was just that hot outside. It was oppressively hot. Because like I said, we got Black Lives Matter. We got, we had a black president. We had all this. And we doing all this reform, and then people are getting equal rights, and we're just moving so strong, but nobody told the sun nothing. Ain't nobody look up there and say, hey, we don't do that oppressively hot heat anymore. We don't do that. Black Lives Matter, Like the sun gonna be like, oh, okay, my bad, I'm gonna shine on these other people. I'm gonna leave the black people alone because they went through it already, so I'm gonna just stop bringing up all that heat that I do. I'm going to put it on. You can't do that. The sun was there then. The sun was there now. It's here now. So, again, people say, you don't know what them people went through. You don't have no idea. And you talking all that stuff. Let me tell you something. The way that sun was a couple days ago, I'm quite sure I can imagine. The only thing missing was a field and cotton and a big mansion in the back. That was it. So, think about that. The sun never changed. The sun was there 400 years ago, and the sun is still here. And the sun don't know nothing about racial equality. He's going to shine for all. Anyway, some people get that, some people don't. What is he talking about, racial equality in the sun? That's corny. It's not corny. He shines for everybody. 400 degrees and more. 400 years ago, he shot at 90 degrees, 100 degrees, and he doing it now. There you go. He know what it was like back then. He know he was shining down on them people back and hearing them singing and everything. Talking about the sun. He doing it today. Go ahead, start singing. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. I hope some of y'all understand this because I'm trying not to ramble, but I'm not rambling. I'm just trying to tell you who I am. I would like to have someone special in my life, but I'm not chasing. And I'm going to be me. I'm going to look like me. I'm not doing the black hair. I'm not doing the dyed hair. I'm not doing all that. If you don't like me for me, I can't help you, because even if I do the dye and the fancy clothes and I look like $1 million, under all that, I'm me. And that's where people get into trouble, because they think they got this guy and he look good. He did it. I can deal with this. I can deal with whatever he do. Until you really get to know him, then you be like, I don't like you because you just not a good person. Or you just do some strange things. Or you just flirt with everybody. So, that's that. Maybe one day, somebody special will be there and not a scammer. But right now, honestly, DMX had a movie, Never Die Alone. I think that will be me. I'm not talking about without family and friends. I'm talking about without that special person on my side. Just not going to happen. I mean, I could go out there and be like, hey, I'm 72. Let me get in on this thing. Hey, how you doing? The worst thing you can tell a guy, and I'm not 72, but worst thing you can say to a guy who trying to find somebody is call him sir or Mr. or old man. You talking about sending him away with his tail between his legs. You over there about, hey, what y'all playing over here? Yeah, y'all playing that? Oh, I want to be part of it. I want to have a good time. Okay, sir. Not, okay, come on, party with us. That feels inviting. That okay, sir, puts a cut right there. We're here. You're okay, sir. Because you just got out the nursing home, so we got to respect you. That just make you want it the rest of the night. You just, oh, that's lovely. How you do that? It's crazy. You go up to the hot girl and be like, how you doing? Hello, sir. You could give me a hey. That make me feel happy or not. Hello, sir. Good day, sir. Good day. Good day, baby. I was just walking by. You give me my crutch. But anyway, all right. So let's talk about Church in the Streets. Why is the Church in the Streets? Well, the funny part is it started in 2019, and it started as a joke. But I guess God had other plans, because I was going to do a joke about an old deacon in the church, because my house has got paneling. And back in the day, that was, you put some chairs there, and you got your preacher, and he preaching in the church. So I was going to mess with the deacon. I think I did a little bit of it. But that next day, while I was sleeping, so you think that's funny, huh? You thought that was funny, messing with the church, and thought the old deacon, the paneling, the old church. Guess what? Why don't we make that real? Wait, what? I'm trying to be... Because I really was at the point where I wanted to get a venue. And rent a venue would have people come and listen to my comedy. That's the point I was at. I was just that good with it. And people was coming in, a lot of people. I was all right. But I guess I went too far. He said, okay, you want to make a joke of it. You want to make a joke of it? And that's what you want to do? Well, how about we really do that? How about we name it Church of the Streets? Well, why is it Church of the Streets? And it came to me and said, there's a lot of rules and restrictions in church. They say come as you are, but you better not wear a thong bikini and a bra. You better not wear something that you was on the corner with trying to get, sell something and walk into church. Oh, it's come as you are, as long as you don't come where people are. Because, no, they won't turn you away. They'll let you sit there, but you'll see hats just moving. Girl, you see how... See, look at all the guys. Look at them. See. So is that officially come as you are? No. You got to come with some kind of something. I mean, that's how you was raised. You didn't go to church in your underwear. Your grandparents or your mom and dad was like, "Oh, get ready for church. Put on your suit. Put on your shoes." That was Sunday clothes. Now you see something like this. Shirt, jeans, sneakers. That's come as you are. Man, I was just sitting around the house. I just wanted to go to church. I just came into church. That's come as you are. So I thought about that, and I said, there's a lot of restrictions and stuff like that. Like, you can't just, sometimes you go to a church and you just want to sit in, and you got to fill out a visitor's card, and the people going to talk to you and everything, and try to come on back, and this, that. No, just come on, sit down. If you want to learn something, you got to go to a class. Well, you come on back to Sunday school class, and we're going to teach you about everything. Come on back to Bible study. How come you just can't come to the church and talk to the pastor and be like, "Hey, can you tell me something about the Bible?" And the pastor just have time, and he sit down and tell you about the Bible. That's not the way of the church. I mean, pastor said, "Well, come to Bible study," and but you're there with 50 other people. Maybe you didn't want to be around 50 other people. You just wanted you and the pastor to. So I thought about that. Thought about, the dress code and stuff like that. And, second Sunday is this, and third Sunday is that, and the fourth Sunday is this, and you got to wear the attire on this, and this white Sunday, and this Easter, and this, just come to the church. Come to the church. You want to hear a word? You hear a word. You want to learn something? If I ain't got nothing going on, I'll teach you. I'm not going to force you to. You got to believe me. When I was younger, it came to me that wasn't the way to do it. You walking down the street, mind your own business. All of a sudden, somebody, God, you better repent. What? I got to what? What happened? What? You better repent now. Take this tract. Come down to the church. Hurry up. What are you doing? Don't look at me like that. You better make it. You're lucky they just talking to you. They usually have a megaphone howling across the street. You walking by. Yeah, you. You need to come on to the church. Scared me. Was he hollering at me? What happened? No, it works better if you're like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm all right. I'm going through something." See, if you listen as a minister or as Brother Greg, if you listen, people will tell you what they need from you if you listen. You don't have to shove it down their throats about God, shove it down their throats about the church and this and that. Listen, they will tell you. "Hey, how you doing today?" "Well, I'm all right, man. It's just real hard now." "Well, what's going on, if I may ask?" "Oh, my bills is something. I don't know how I'm going to make it." "Well, what are you doing?" "Well, I go out here on Fridays and I party, and but I come back, I ain't got no money." "Okay. Do you think that's a good thing to do?" "No, but I just like to party." "Well, don't you got to pay your bills?" "Yeah." "Okay, well, you got to compromise. You got to drop some of the partying so you can pay some of these bills. You know what? I ain't thought about that. But they listening to you, and they stopped to listen to you because you wasn't like, you gotta get right. You know what's wrong with you and your bills? Get right with God, and He'll fix it right away. Oh, okay, all right. He going to party even harder now. See, that leaves me to my last and final thing, which is preaching and teaching. I have a definition for a preacher. A teacher is somebody who teaches a lesson. They're going to break it down where you understand it so you can apply it, and you just get the takeaway of what, was said. When you teach, you say, hold on. This is a bobblehead doll. The bobblehead was invented this time, and it was invented by so-and-so, and he put this on this thing, and he put it on the spring, and it bobbles back and forth. Since then, it became a world phenomenon. Everybody has a bobblehead. Don't you agree, bobblehead? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, yes, yes. Is he sideways? Straighten up, man. Talk to the people. Yes, I do. I believe. Yes, I do. So, that's how you teach. Okay? Now, preaching. I have watched a lot of preachers. I watch a lot of preachers. I get mail from some preachers. Because I thought everybody hooped and hollered and screamed and jumped on the chairs and ran touching people on the head and ran down the aisles and flipped back flips and hanging on the doors and swinging from the chandeliers. And I thought they did that everywhere. They don't do that everywhere. Joel Osteen, I didn't see him jump on top of nothing and run anywhere. T.D. Jakes, I don't see him running all over the place. I don't see. But I'm going to explain why I'm saying this. Some people just get up and read today's lesson. They get a whole show, and we're going to talk about Acts 35:42. It says here that Goliath, because I told you I don't know the Bible like that, but I know the Bible. But anyway, this is just for the purpose of this. Goliath went into the city, and he met a man named Jehoshaphat. And Jehoshaphat told him he had a mule back home, and the mule was sick. Now, I know y'all saying, why do we care about a mule that's sick? What can that teach us? But let me finish. And that's the whole show. That's what they do. And they break it down. They said, now you can get something from this because God said, and when He said it, He meant anything can be helped. It don't matter. He stopped and helped the man, what he did, and this, that, and the other, and very quietly, and da-da-da, and all is well, and peaceful, and love, and happiness, and soul trade, and everything else, and this is how they talk through the whole show, and they might get a little loud, and they do this, but you don't know, and if you feel, and all that, and everything is wonderful, and and the people love them. But every comedian I know from our churches, see, a lot of people think that, when we was younger, not too long ago, I used to play with it. Me and my cousin/nephew, we used to play with it. Oh, I want y'all to come in here today and sit down. I want you to talk to me like you talk to him. And I want you to run like this and jump like that. Y'all ain't listening. You ain't listening because you can't hear me. Because you got your blinders on your ears. Take the headphones off. Put them away. take the sandwich, eat the sandwich, swallow it down, drink it with a glass of water. Am I preaching? Now you know what I was teaching because I was teaching. But am I preaching? Or am I thinking fun of it? What's the difference? Preaching. Now I want y'all to remember these words because they don't come to me all the time. I call it the 3 P's. I don't know if there's any pastors listening or bishops or elders, but I think this is a good one. I may hear it again, I may not, I don't know. A preacher is a person who's passionate about their purpose. One more time. A preacher is a person who's passionate about their purpose. Because that's what preaching is. Preaching is not screaming and hollering and getting everybody involved and waving your hands and tearing up the pulpit and turning over the chairs and knocking people down and doing like this and doing like that. Soon as you hit the pulpit, you gotta let them know that you're here to talk to everybody in the audience. You over there. That's not what it's about. Preaching is a person who is passionate about their purpose. Because the preachers I've seen, they do not come up there and within 5 minutes, they try to tear the whole church down preaching. You gotta have, there's a way to break it down. I heard it done real well. I don't have the paper with me, but there's your title, there's your body, there's your message. And I seen somebody break it down. I said it before, but I forgot what it is. It's upstairs written down. There's information. That's your body. Then there's inspiration. See, he was talking about how musicians work. A pastor or a preacher don't need a musician until it's inspiration. I don't need you for the introduction. I don't need you for the information. I need you for the inspiration. Because at first it's, hey, how you doing? I'm Pastor Paul. Today I'm going to talk about fire. You might look at me and say, why are you talking about fire? Well, you know, sometimes fire don't always have to be what you see on the stove or what you see at the end of a burning piece of paper. Fire could be lit from within. Y'all ain't listening. Fire can be lit from within. You see, all week things have been going bad for you. But on that last day, there's some good news. You got joy. You're happy. The fire is lit. The fire is lit within you. So you get up from that place that was holding you down. You get up and you start to moving and waving your hands. Because that last day lit the fire in your soul. Follow me, I'm going somewhere. So fire sometimes it can be contained and sometimes it can't, because once that joy or that fire gets in your heart, you want to let it out. You want it to spread across the world. At that point, your fire can't be contained by nobody. People walking by ask you, why are you so happy? Because I made it. I don't know how I made it. But if not for the grace of God, I don't think I would have made it. But I made it. I didn't think I was going to be able to pay that next bill. But I made it. And I'm here to tell you that God works his miracles. See, and as it goes on, it gets more personal. He gets more passionate about it. He has a purpose. He wants you to know that your fire can be lit from within. By believing in God, by having the joy of God in your life. So like I said, a preacher is a person who's passionate about his purpose. And his purpose is to give you a message that you can take home and you can use. So remember that. As far as the public opinion, he won't, he don't, so he can't. And as far as the church goes, preaching. You're a preacher when you're passionate about your purpose. It ain't the show you put on, it's the words that come out your mouth. Have they hit home? Have the people got what you said? And there's a difference in preaching and teaching. You don't need to scare the people you teach. We want to know about David and Goliath. But why are you hollering at me about it? David was a strong man. Goliath was a giant. He was bigger than you, bigger than me. He was a mighty giant. Well, what happened in between that? Can we get some detail on this giant? Can you slow down for a second? I might have missed something. No, I can't slow down because the giant is a big man. And wait. Was this Sunday? This ain't Sunday. This is Bible class, right? And then people go home. Well, what was Bible class about? It was good. He preached up a storm. He was talking about David and Goliath. But what happened? What was the story about? Well, he was, he survived. He made it. And everybody kept saying, he made it. He made it through with only a slingshot. Well, what about the in-between stuff? There's a difference. Preaching and teaching. Don't forget, a preacher is a person who's passionate about his purpose. Thanks for listening. I'm gone.